welcome to Minneapolis. I'm Kim Ballard, I'm a figurative oil painter. There goes a bus, sorry. We live kind of on a busy street, so it's a little loud out here, but I wanted to start outside because we have a rather unusual building, and I wanted to kind of orient you to the space that we're going to show you inside a little bit. It was actually a Minneapolis Fire Department, built in 1906. You can see where it says MFD 23 in the brick up above. And then it was converted to a loft space around 1990. But come on in, I'll show you around. Much quieter inside. I have a photo here too that's really fun from when the fire department was originally built. And you can see the original fire crew with their fire truck, which is actually a wagon drawn by horses. Amazing to think that that's how they did it. Everybody asks, do you still have the fire pole? No, we don't. It came down about in this part of the lobby, but if we turn around and look at the doorway that we just came in, it has a huge window, and I love that, of course, because it gives me lots of natural light to paint from. This floor of the building is oriented around a 3-story staircase. When you go downstairs, it's a music room and workshop where my husband makes some of my frames, and upstairs is our main living space. Bedroom, kitchen, living room, dining room, that kind of stuff. And at the top of the stairwell, you can see there's a huge skylight, which I love because, again, it floods the stairwell with natural light, giving me lots of light to work by. We'll kind of like do a tour walking around the stairwell. Some of the paintings that I've recently finished and I'm working on. My husband has an office on this side of the area. I have a lot of different paintings that are in different parts of being finished or still being worked on. Lots of room for my tools and utensils. So everything is handy. Lots of room for my reference materials, more workspace. Over on this side, I have an office. And yes, an office is really important for an artist. This is where my computer is, where I'm working through all of my reference photos, cropping them, printing them out, getting them ready to go. I stretch all of my own canvases, which I'm kind of old school about. A lot of people order them, but I guess maybe I'm just impatient. I like to be able to work out my plan and then stretch my canvas right now. So I keep a lot of inventory of stretchers. These are the smaller ones. I have a bin of big pieces downstairs. And I keep a big roll of canvas on hand so that I can unroll it, stretch my canvas, and jump right into painting. I also have a lot of room here for inventory of canvases, paintings, frames, everything that I'm wrapping up, getting ready to ship out or travel with, or stuff that's coming back in, kind of, you know, an in and out area. This is a piece, I actually had it hanging on the wall earlier this year when I was painting on it, but as I finished it, I've moved it back down again. I had these two pieces at the art show last year, and there were a number of people that really liked them, but they weren't big enough for their space. They had a bigger wall. So when I came home this year, I stretched 2 more panels, and they're different sizes. I like to be very modular in nature, and made the composition travel across all 4 pieces. So that now they take up a bigger space. So if somebody needed 3 or 4 of them, we would be able to accommodate, we'd be more flexible in the wall size that we could fill. They could pick and choose which pieces they wanted. I'm really excited about having that option this year, and I hope that works out for somebody. This is usually where I'm working the most, and if I'm going back and forth between a couple of different pieces, I trade them out from this area here. And then these are kind of like where I have pieces drying. I can show you a good example of how I use my reference materials. This was the main reference for this girl. And I didn't want to crop it just on her. I had like a bigger scene in mind. She was looking to the left, and so I wanted to have more canvas to the left. And so then I put these birds in here, which gives the movement for both the flow of the feeling of the painting as well as her gaze. Her gaze follows where the birds are flying. And the piece is actually called Follow Me. which comes from a Phil Collins song from Genesis. And I like that he doesn't tell her, follow me. He says, I will follow you, will you follow me? So it's a love song, and I love that about the piece. Well, I hope it's been fun for you. It's been really fun for me. Thanks for visiting today, and I hope to see you at the art show next year.